สวัสดีครับ hello everyone, welcome back to Tong Kiprek channel, and my name is Tong, and welcome back to Disco Elysium streaming, and we will continue with this game, and I hope you enjoy today's streaming, and don't forget to subscribe and following. Thank you very much, everyone. So we'll be back on more of this, and we're gonna keep going, just keep going with this one actually. So let's get started then. Come back. So after get some rest, so I can just do whatever I want right now actually. What the hell? Okay, come on. So today I can just go around.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
They say they lost the key, but how am I gonna open the door? Hold on. Open the door. Oh, I can upgrade. Which one should I upgrade on? Endurance, perception, maybe. Yeah, sure, why not? Let me get some weapons on. Maybe this.
You see a heavy steel door with the cobalt blues. The door does not budge.
Okay, whatever. So we got a lot of things to be done right here. Hold on. It's all about money, you know. Money again.
Can I help you?
Okay, let's go outside. Let's see something. Is something happen outside? Let me see. Interesting. Okay, first thing first, let me ask someone on the station then.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Contact me.
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information. Over.
You cannot tell anything about me.
10-4, orders as your orders. Anything else? Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Oh, come on, game. You don't give me anything at all. Let me see. Oh wait, I did not upgrade now. Wait, what? Oh, there's another point I can. Okay, let's just go for this.
Honorable One, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path. You are a man most virtuous.
I'm really trying my best. It's more significant.
Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one was paying attention to all of your honorable deeds, Honorable One?
Sure.
Oh, the modesty on this one. Another 10 honor points for you, sir.
Thank you.
You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers, an honor cop.
Honor is my life.
Yes, your deeds have spoken for you, Honorable One. But to fully drape oneself in an eternal cloak of honor, a ritual must be completed.
What?
A rite of honor. Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy. But you, O Honorable One, have excelled in honor. Honor comes from deep within you, and to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, one must reach deep within oneself and touch one's honor.
Okay.
You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand,
Right
to
thumb.
your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors.
What? Why?
Most dishonorable are those who have known honor, carried honor in their hearts, and then disowned honor. They are the honor fallen. You brought much shame on your family today.
What?
Your name will forever be tarnished by this most shameful of deeds. Be forever banished, shameful one.
But what the fuck, man? I think I need to upgrade this one next. Okay, look at the quest first. Quest. So today, Wednesday. At Wednesday. Okay, let's check this new area first.
A rusting control. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Nice. Finally, we can walk across.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Okay, fine. Oh, what's this? Radio humming. Traffic. Oh. No entry. Someone is crying in invert star. Oh no. Oh, that's is nice. I hate decade-old concrete defense trap. Shouldn't play on it. -1 logic. Hold on. Oh, this is completely new area. Fuel container. Hi, George. What's up? Welcome.
A banged up motor carriage lies half are submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
This is where the tracks leading
It
to.
appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep.
Yeah, I'm
dark,
good. Thank you.
cold water.
Glad you're coming here. Where you from? On your hands over. What is it making? How long has it been here?
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
Monkfish. How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Oh.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Well, well, well.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Yes, quite. Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
I'm from Thailand. Where are you from, man?
I don't know. An hour or two tops?
Wait, why are we waiting? Oh god.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
It's so too.
Spit flies
Oh,
from
fuck.
your
Come
mouth
on.
to your moustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound though. The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
That's right. Just keep at it. It will come to you.
Thank you.
He's gloating at you. Oh, it's so easy for Mr. Teacher. With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful melodic trill that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything. Okay, that's way better than what you did. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Okay, he's thinking. I can do this. Let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to...
To what?
Well, napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals. Clouds on the horizon
Another
grow
hour.
darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
God, I hope so.
I've been thinking if I put enough time to eating right exercise.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the wait now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived.
Oh,
I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40. It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, Firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people. Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
I've been streaming almost a year actually.
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
For the money.
Right. Or 41 is the number of a police precinct. Your precinct.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry.
Oh, no.
What did you do? No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
Say no to this. No.
Yes, your car is in the sea.
Oh.
Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
The lieutenant just shakes his head.
No.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't valuable at this point.
Oh, come on.
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
People, yes, but not you.
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off. Of whom?
Oh.
I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
Maybe I can fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I don't have that kind of money.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
Oh.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Okay, hold on. Let's check this one out. Ah. A coat. Yeah, I look good. Is this my badge?
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
At least something good came out of all this.
Thank God.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Good photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that, but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
I am responding. What do you mean? What do you mean? How long have you been? I just began streaming around 30 minutes ago, man. I mean, I played games for a year, so I don't know. Is that called new? Maybe I'm new. I don't know. How old actually?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
Maybe 10 years.
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Huh.
Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your police badge.
What kind of name of is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
Right.
It's meant to keep you safe. From bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse.
Fine.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Lieutenant. What is it?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain.
Uh-huh.
It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus your W.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try look back. Alright. Decline twice.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decontage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect.
Huh.
And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
What? The command.
Decontage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
Right.
The lowest rank is junior officer,
Junior.
usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
Kings.
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
Okay.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
So you've been putting up with my bullshit because I'm yours. Oh, okay. So yeah, let's just.
My pleasure.
I thought my rank was strong.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Right. This give me hope, actually.
Good.
Yeah, let's go back.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
Serial number.
That's just the serial number.
Oh.
Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Okay. They issue 7th of November 1950.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of
Ah.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Right.
A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes.
What? Whispered? Really? Hold on. What do you mean my skills? Uh, I don't know how to do that. Freezing 41. What do you mean I block it? I don't understand. What?
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
What?
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain.
Poor brain, huh?
And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him. Ask yourself.
Really, bro. What the hell, man?
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Right. Okay, let's see. Okay, all the Monday stuff. Traffic hooligan done. Joy lynching. He's a farmer. Yada yada. Report back to finding. put Tucker away. Another trash can. Oh lord. Oh. A bolt top. Bolt knot. Man, what's this? Get me out of here. Let's see. Hold on, huh? Someone had lived in this section. Oh, nice. What is this? Is this a sad song? I might look at that later on. See.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a block obscure for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a blockade?
A black block. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
Hold on.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drums. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Alright.
Yes, and you picked it up because you're a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and magnesium blisters.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
Okay.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
I think I might come back here later on. Let me go back to other side first. Since I got a lot of stuff right now actually. Okay, first thing first. Oh, what's this? Something down there. Wait, what? Oh my, what? Okay, let's talk, lady.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
It was a fair business.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I thought her name is.
A novelty dice maker?
Yeah.
Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Hold on. But she's not the one to blame for this curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth?
Oh, thanks. Endurance.
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
I see, don't have any answer yet. That's too late. You know what? She needs to check the reality check on it.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there.
Oh my god.
Thank you for nothing. please do buy some books or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
Thanks.
There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Yeah, we can. We're done here. Let's talk to this girl first.
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet?
I found a way to do.
Oh, that's great. I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
Okay, let's talk to that lady.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What time are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
You got a plagiarist,
All
right?
men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that. It's all a matter of where you get to file your teeth.
What's the big time
The
then?
revolution.
Ah,
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle. Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
oh,
Oh, and the anarchists too.
any kiss?
They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
I mean, that's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it. Yes. An acute thiamine deficiency can be exacerbated by alcoholism. Exacerbated means made worse.
Worse.
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I mean, lots of people. She shaking her head just as well. He might actually just shaking it.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got me right?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
How did it win all of it?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Oh, yeah.
We. She's one of them. Of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people. The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, And sur le clay, the armed center of the world, they landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Morris.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head.
Okay.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
Okay.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Not just technically, practically, for a moment there was hope.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean.
Yeah. When was this?
The turn of the century revolution?
Yeah.
Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did Hassan do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Oh, no way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
It is spread from there.
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came after?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Zone of control.
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the coalition of nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune. Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication.
Right.
Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8
Equals
43.
Time flies.
What have we been doing all this time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were
No.
they?
It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
Okay.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Thank you.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Which side was Wild Pine Groups on then?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
Oh, Lord, okay. Joy. That's why they're here. They chose wisely.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom. I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
So what would you have done
Good
differently?
question. What would you have done differently? And you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city. Then you would have died fighting against them. Long before the beachhead. Our time is a shadow cast by that day. They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
What's caused it then?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's definitely
She
drinking.
nods slowly.
I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Great.
I am an ultra.
Ultra.
It's sharp.
Oh no.
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. No. Not like me. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for financial colonists? No, I think not. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
Frightening. What does uncoy mean? Hold on. Uncoy. Means striking or cause striking. Oh.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
Beneath her waterproof raincoat and silk shirt is a body imbibed in numb 12 perfume. You are suddenly and intimately aware of it.
I hope we're able to continue as friends, despite my scaly bulk and my intimidating liberal credentials. This was not the plan all along. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess.
Yeah.
By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed. With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
So am I.
A smart boy getting smarter, one basic term of reality at a time.
So you have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I mean, why is this place here?
Ah! This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
Or two?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall.
Really?
A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lives in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
Oh no.
You could be wrong. But from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Oh god.
Wonderful.
She's doing this. What is that?
The girl in the old lady rags
Yes.
looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
If a culture?
Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Now I understand everything, but make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is.
Wow.
One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
And what would that be?
I mean, disco?
I can see that, yes. I dabble in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory. Nothing infra about disco, baby.
Your disco?
Those days are long behind me.
Oh.
And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me.
The new?
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary revival. It was ultra-liberal.
Right.
It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
And champagne-coloured everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now. Wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps. Right now, it would derail the reality lowdown.
Right, I think we're done here.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? The lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it.
So I'm still stuck in roundabouts. Okay, I don't know.
She simply nods.
I love you did. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
How about you share your information on the lynching?
Yes.
Now that you've seen his badge.
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
So that was your plan all
My
along.
plan is to share information. The only way to do that now is by telling my employers you've kept your end, which I hope you will, because let me tell you, we are in dire waters.
Meaning, the information she has will raise the stakes in this game.
Let's just hope she's saying the truth now.
How bad can the info she has be?
The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile? Tea, perhaps? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this.
Oh, I need to
I
do
hope
it.
there is something else I can help you with.
God damn it.
The
The
lorries
game won't
are
let
still
me.
stuck at the roundabout. If the police... Yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Hold on. Jam mystery. So maybe to smuggle raw material or drugs into free drivers in intersection. The driver about the smugglers. Find you inherited bird. Okay, let's go ask that lady upstairs first. We got a lot to be done for. Hello.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Really?
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza.
Right.
Have a good time. No, that's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Thank you. Okay, nothing down here. Ask the little girl on the fishing village. Fishing village. Motherfucker.
This door is made of metal and appears.
Okay, looks like I cannot get in there. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, so I will be back soon. I'm back. All right.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
All right, let's go. You know what? Let's go buy something first.
Several maps have been. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
One down.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title. From a.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
You seen that man who know about drugs?
Ah, man, me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
Then what's your deal here?
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to
Yeah.
load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Is that why you're hanging around?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith. This is quite credible. It goes
Yeah.
with its cadence and way of speaking.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Oh, ho, ho. Hold on, huh?
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Wait.
Yes.
There's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like,
A mirror temperature is always zero. It's ice in the vein. It's cameras in the X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It is clinic held out to you in the silent commission
Silent communion.
communion,
That's good.
where gastingly you partake of the shifting identity never you own.
Dang. That's some great shit.
Yeah.
You came up with that yourself.
I just mentioned you.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
I mean, yes.
Fucking hey. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days.
Yeah.
It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
Hey man.
I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words. Why does art inspire you so much?
It does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity.
Yeah.
It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world, I mean?
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic. With that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Half cop, half art critic, really.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street. You must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Okay. I barely need to upgrade up there at all. Hold on. I can charm everybody else. There you go, there's a map. Oh, there's a church. What? -1 perception.
Hello, compatriote. You have something to discuss?
What's your stand on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage. I'm gonna be straight with you since you're my kin. I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
What?
You're a cop. I'm not an idiot.
Then what are you still hanging around here for?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kids sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Hmm.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wailing in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
A package, right?
That's the one, brother. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
You get it.
Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorryman selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his human ox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
Okay, Sealand. Okay, whose character what again? Who's Sealand? Let me see. Titus. Oh, Sealand. Okay. All right.
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Okay, got some money.
Right to work!
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Oh, really? A bit of an asshole.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Huh? Oh, nice.
The unpromising raised pupil returns.
Okay, let's go talk to the guy then.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked the drawers.
Let me save again.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Whatever's
Yes.
hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it.
Okay.
However, there is a little handwritten note. stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
All item on it has been crossed. Okay, so they're done then.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Yeah.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood? Remember, Leo, Everard, all items on the list are drawers. The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Nah, don't do shit.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads René Arnaud.
Hold on.
You're back before the cargo container. It's drawn.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
In the future, can we keep this screening shorter?
Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
Huh.
Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Borscht.
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Oh.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
Special boss.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or portal reel at hand. A pawn shop would have a tape player.
Okay, thanks you. I will read that later, but not right now.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Okay, open the door.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
Oh.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every night for the downfall of the Union.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Yes.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killing.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Would he? I'm not so sure, buddy.
Oh, thanks, Kim. I try to pay his hand, okay, dude?
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
Right. I heard about this
By
connection.
now, I'm sure you figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing,
Ugh.
burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Wait, you have one?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village.
Ah.
The mercs and their brutality are very real.
Okay, go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially.
Potentially,
We
yeah.
got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
Thanks.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Lawyer girl เหรอ
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
That does sound quite unlikely, yes. The big guy leading the scabs at the gate is colossal.
Colossal You mean
Oh, Liz is a bright one.
Liz เหรอ
I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it will probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Oh tell me about this Titus
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Yeah I met them before นะ
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Why would you give me it to me
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Holding out เหรอ Fine
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
Kim shut it okay
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Nah I'm done
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
What yet
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat.
Why that's supposed to be I'm more left than you are
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martin A's, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martin A's. It will be righteous. We're going to get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Right.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this exactly?
On the coast, Harry.
On the
across
coast.
the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there. A little village, they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Caltissa. Oh, great. What happened? What will happen to the current occupant?
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martin A's is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're going to build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people.
Okay.
Not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martin A's, not just the harbour.
Okay, fine.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Lillian Carter.
The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal.
Okay.
I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist. I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
Can we go for a few?
Most certainly, Harry.
Okay.
Nothing brightens my day like... By all means, Harry. What's on your mind? See you soon, debardeur. Just kidding. But not too much.
Just kidding, but not too much. Alrighty. Get 2 signatures.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you.
Let's go for Paint Torrent. Let's go for that.
This is the night watchman's booth. The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
Out of date. Oh god.
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
Oh, thank you. Recycling.
Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, many strokes, Prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to la opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Maybe, yeah. Well,
you take the painkillers. They are yours now. You stand and exit the booth.
Oh, Weasel.
Hola, Wandering Man.
Oh, come on, game. Don't. Game, don't do that. Game, what the hell, game? Just go down. Go down the stairs. Just go. Go down the stairs. No. What the hell? Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ.
3, 2, 1. The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the ray.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Still not work.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, Loman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy. And these are my boys, Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader. But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Okay. Let's just say he's a high-ranking officer.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
MI is short for Moral Intern. Moral Intern is short for Moralist International, the coalition that runs Revachol.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Nah.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Yeah.
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to save me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. We were all there.
I mean, they say it's a real play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Yeah, that's right. Can do shit.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you listening?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands, in her face. You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these
Nah,
men.
we done with that.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that. A man like Easy Leo could have said anything. Do not be restrained, sire.
Send you to law school?
I represent the union and these men here. Don't make this personal.
Oh, you just make it personal, right?
A very minor victory.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked that question. Okay. Let's talk to him about the room then.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
Yes.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Let's see how many more do I need to do now. Okay, while we're here, let's read the book
A
first.
cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what's more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo.
Bang bang.
It's colorfully illustrated.
Oh god, okay. Alright, what's the problem do we have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues.
Oh.
If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Right.
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day.
Okay.
And give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Jesus.
Ouch. That must hurt.
Yeah, that must hurt our ears.
Not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, birdie.
The funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
Yeah, most common bang bang.
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name, bang bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Oh.
Understandable. Choosing your heraldic bird isn't a trivial question.
What's a funeral bird?
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus,
Ominous
relates
about
to its
it.
dark and somber. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered
Most
major
flamboyant in
majestic
the
cockatoo,
jungle.
is often described in the words of poet-explorer Sir
Yeah,
James
bird
Fournier.
more, I think.
Few birds more enliven. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white. Despite its banging name, the bang bang
Shyest
cockatoo
one.
is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
I mean, I'm more dark type.
You're right. You're Cetarchus venereus embodied.
Yeah.
This ominous bird belongs on your heraldry.
It's on day 2, right?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Look at the plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Oh.
It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
What do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. No fine print. You're smart. You can read.
Okay. You're right, I'm a cockatoo.
Excuse me? I don't know. The most talkative one? The what now? You truly are one strange cop, aren't you? I have a strange cop offering to find my stupid husband. What a day. Right. What about him?
She gives you a short nod before.
Alright, let's go to the other side. It's time now. Oh, but before, let's go ask this guy first. And let's ask.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
What's your stand on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent.
Oh my
What?
god.
Tasty, tasty drugs.
I actually don't like drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire.
Oh.
Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorry man. The driver has identified you.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Oh my god.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job.
This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me.
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
My soul tell me you are the one transporting drugs.
No! That's insane. It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that? Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason.
It's a she, okay?
She.
The drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
Huh. Who is this other driver who talked?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Pale driver.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
He's not ruling her out.
Oh, okay. Could she be associated with the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that.
Alright, we cool.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective. Both of you. You deserve it.
Let's see if I can work this out.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what...
Oh, okay. But
Are you trying to ask for...
Sorry, detective.
Sorry.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harman Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape-reel eyes.
Oh, I need to buy for 12. You got to be kidding me, right? Let me see. Hold on. So I can sell empty cassettes. I don't want to sell this pen. It's her pen. Handkerchief maybe, but I don't want to sell this. I can sell the guns because it's not working anymore. Maybe later, but not right now.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed.
Okay, you know what? Let's get out of here.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position. I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you want. The elements are rough around here. I don't know about this. Huh?
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the...
Oh, okay, pastime. Oh, a pants. Where are we now? Quick travel. Ah, I can quick travel. What? Construction materials. Free boats. Boots. Perception. Yes, to these boots. It's for fashion.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party. I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal even if you didn't want to be.
Okay, let's ask this lady.
Hi, officer.
Lily Tin and Net Picker. Hello.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Right. So, what's your name?
The name is Lillian.
Lillian.
People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Cool swords. Where's the sword? On the hip?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly. Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in
Yeah.
a tough spot.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Right.
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow?
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
Huh. Why don't more women arm themselves? It's so efficient.
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that. No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
Yeah.
She's not afraid, however.
Yeah.
Does that make her not dangerous?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Why they thick-headed?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
He bled now. Where's your husband?
Gone.
Gone.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
Okay.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead.
Oh.
Lost to the waves.
Okay, lost to the waves.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Oh, no.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Tyree is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Is that your boat?
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No.
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
But do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
Really?
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Choose wisely? Oh my god, really?
And go where? The fish are plentiful here and we get enough orders to get by. It's not great, but it's something. People imagine picking up and finding something better is an easy solution. But how is that supposed to work when all your time and energy goes to staying alive? You have almost nothing to set aside to actually fight your way out.
Hordes of wild, homeless people roaming the lands. Nomads scattered across an endless plain. In a dystopian world where tear is the only valid currency and people eat each other to stay alive.
I don't mean to complain about my pauper life. We are warm and fed here and... I don't know. There's just something about this shithole.
I'm looking for someone.
Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
I mean... well, hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen?
No.
Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
What the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen? I don't think I know what these are. Aha! Like snow.
Oh,
Two old
same
guys
thing.
have been wandering around. Don't really know. Further, yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore. Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Okay, let's not ask for the letters just yet. They lock tight, okay. We need a key then. Thank you for the...
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence. Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop.
Oh.
Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
Okay.
Number 312D.
12D,
Young
yeah.
girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces
Oh,
right at the turn.
a dead dog.
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Oh, sorry.
Yes?
Oh, come on. What?
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan.
Sikayan.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Cataracts.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago.
What?
You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally.
Oh, okay.
I meant
Thank
the
God.
RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
Right.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
Right.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Who are you exactly?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother
Right.
called me Isabel, if that's what
Isabel.
you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Sadie.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
I'm Harrier the Duke.
Quite a handle you got there.
Yeah.
So many titles. One of them double.
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Oh.
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on. You just give it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway.
Oh.
You can stay there. Oh, don't. It's your choice. No skin off my teeth. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the place.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Thank you. What's in this fish village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing. Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days. Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
There's gotta be something here, tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The pox?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now. Well, there's Lillian and her kids.
Okay.
A few new folks live in the house to the east.
To the east?
But they are away right now. And then there's the drunks.
Drunk?
Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I mean Lillian.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I haven't seen any drunk.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Okay, is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here, for you, no, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Alright.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What further down?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church. Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which of it is the apartment?
I don't know exactly. a pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
What to come then?
No one.
No one.
That's why it's closed.
Oh my god.
It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Thank you. What the hell? A bird.
Hello, mister.
Lydia.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
What you holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Pleased to meet you, Lammy.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
Aww. What's this?
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Garth's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
I don't know.
Can I have it?
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Are you Lilia's daughter?
Yeah!
Ah!
I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yeah, we just met.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
I heard there's a girl here who has armor glove. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Jackpot.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them.
The twin.
They're stupid.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house.
Ah.
Under sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Okay, thank you, kid.
Bye!
What's this? Books, though. Thank you for the coin, bitch. Don't call Abigail.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible. He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. He waves his hand as if shooing you away, all the while murmuring something indecipherable.
Timmy, are you friend?
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me! Abigail?
Okay, looks like he must be the drunk guy. Okay, let's ask your friend then.
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening?
So wait, Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Hold on, let me check the... Must be him แน่เลย
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you called someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5.
Make it 5.
Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Ah.
Please! Please don't go! Don't go!
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. Your Tequila Sunset.
How you know this? Oh.
No, you sure don't.
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Was I alone?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
Okay.
You got here on Friday to solve a case.
Uh-huh.
Hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get pissed drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer.
Uh-huh.
And it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept if you ask me.
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on.
Uh-huh.
Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard.
The billboard. No?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Oh god, what happened next?
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to.
Oh.
We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
So it's tequila and...
Yeah, I agree.
How long did we party for?
Hours.
Uh-huh.
It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on.
Oh.
How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it.
Vague,
You
huh?
kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail! It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Okay. Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge?
Yeah.
You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
Okay.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night.
Ah.
You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
Great.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
So, did we talking about politics?
Yeah, you
Oh,
said
God.
that it was okay that you crashed your carriage because the spectral hand of the market was guiding you. This was before you started talking about how the pinkies were always trying to fuck you.
Oh god. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you.
Oh.
You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid." It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum.
Tell me how you become an idiot doom spiral.
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
You might get scammed here.
Oh shit.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. seems fair to me. That very well might be the case, but looking at you, I can say with great confidence that I needed more.
Okay.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Okay, I'm a Tequila Sunset now. Oh shit.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
What are you talking about? Hey.
So what do you want? I've got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Amphetamine. 50 coin for speed. Are you kidding me? Oh lord, that's so expensive. Good thing I already do that.
Here you go, friend.
That is unhygienic and dangerous, and it does not endear you to me. Just wanted to make that clear, okay?
Okay.
Unhygienic. This stuff is very hygienic. Anything else?
Alright, I know.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Speed patrol. But minus moral. Okay, sure. Hello, kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You're Lily's twins?
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating.
Are you Lily's your sister?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
And what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Alright. So they say about sandcastle behind here, right?
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Yeah. Oh.
scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days. Nothing for us to do here. Let's move along.
A row of ghostly
Oh,
shapes stand
shit.
facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles prime. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background.
Nice.
7 men in combat uniforms
7
and dark
men.
coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries.
Or maybe...
What about the people from Coalition?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Okay.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Got another this one. Oh. What's this? Alcohol. Oh my god, so many alcohol. Look at that gloves. Oversized superstar. Interesting. Oh. church. Oh, this is a church.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Oh my god, what's this? So many money around here. Yes. Six more. Oh my god. Okay. Moral งั้นเหรอ
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Okay, I will get in later, not right now.
You see that seagull up there?
Yeah.
Remind you of anybody?
No one.
You and the seagull are just alike.
How?
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise. Then their paradise became shit city. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Okay, sure.
Exactly. The seagull does what it takes, and so do you. You've got that same spirit in you. When the time comes, you push yourself.
Thank you, game, for giving me free heals. Alrighty then. I saw the map, yeah. Oh, okay, this is fast travel. Okay, I can just do that. Oh, this is a church. Thank you for the monies. Hmm? think I gotta end the game soon now, but first I need to go back to the okay, hold on. We got a perception now. Need to upgrade some more. Wait, I can do fast travel. Never mind. I can just do that. Alright. So, let's save the game. Okay. We will be back for this game next week actually. So tomorrow I will do the Marvel Rivals streaming tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. So thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you guys on next stream. My name is Tong. This is Tong Get Rich Channel. I hope you have a great day and a great night. สวัสดีครับ Good night guys.